Hey guys, Ana Soto here, also known as Homegirl Cancel, and today we are going to go over 6 tips on how to look more confident on camera so that you can become the social media queen or king of your marketplace. But before we begin, will you please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel where I will be sharing all of my social media tips and tricks on how to help your real estate business thrive. So we all have been there. We all want to do video. We know video is the future to marketing, but we don't know how to do it confidently. It's a very difficult process. It's one that you have to start on day one, but once you get over the fear of getting on camera and doing it, you're going to see that it was so worth it. So to begin, the first thing that I recommend that you do so that you can become instantly confident on camera is you have to know what you're going to say. You have to have a script. I never recommend you go on video and figure it out while you're doing it, because the worst time to do video is on the spot. You need to do a script. There are 2 different types of scripts that you can do. You can actually write out the entire script and read it word by word, or you can do the bullet point system, which is the one that I actually recommend. If you decide to go with the method of reading a script, I highly encourage you to reconsider. Maybe that's your thing, maybe it's not. I know with my experiences, the times that I have tried to read through a script, I sound the most unnatural, I sound the most unreal, and it just doesn't look good. It looks pretty bad. And you don't want your eyes to look weird while you're reading. So that is why I recommend you go with a bullet point script. Before you go on camera, prepare, make a list. Write the important things that you need to talk about in the video. I always try to stick with the focus points, make sure that I elaborate on that material. If you don't know your content, don't even go there. Trying to share your knowledge with everyone else. Therefore, your job is to get a little bit more comfortable on video, and by doing that, it's by having a script. Another thing, when you are typing out your script, I recommend that you use your talking voice. Every person has a writing voice and a talking voice. Do not type out in your writing voice, because then you are not going to sound as natural. Another thing, when you are writing your script, you need to really focus on your hook. Your first 5 to 10 seconds are the most important parts of your video. You need to capture your audience's attention. You should always focus a little bit more time and effort on the first part, because the hook is the most important part of your video. It's the time frame that you have to convince your viewers to continue watching the video. If your hook is weak, the rest of the video will be weak as well. Now, moving on to the second tip that I recommend so that you can feel more confident in front of the mirror is to talk to the person that you feel more comfortable with. Forget about everybody else. Forget about the hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of views you're going to have on that video, and pretend that you're talking to that one special person. That one special person you feel the most comfortable with. It might be your mom, it might be your parents, it might be your sister, it could be your best friend. Whoever that person is, imagine that's who you're talking to. Pretend that that person that you're talking to in this video is that person, and that is how you're going to come out sounding more confident, more comfortable, and more natural on video. I always think of my sister Cindy. I can talk and talk and talk. She's a great person who listens. Who is that person for you? Whenever you're on camera, pretend that you are talking to that person. And when I heard that tip on the podcast, it was a game changer, and it changed my life. It changed my ability to go on camera and talk, and I hope that will help you too. You want people to know, I wonder who this person is. When you are talking to that special person, your audience gets to see who the real you is and decide whether they want to continue doing business with you or not. And going on, let's go to our third tip on how to appear more confident, more authentic, and more energy on video. And that is to speak to share versus to teach. When you are preparing to go on video, it is very difficult because you know there is a lot of judgment out there. People are wondering what you're going to say. Is it true? Is it wrong? Everyone's going to critique you. So the best advice I can give you is that when you go on video, to share your knowledge, to share your stories, to share your expertise. Talk from a place of sharing and not teaching. You are sharing what has worked for you. You are sharing what you have experienced yourself. So what I recommend is that you change your content from how-to content and change it into how I contact. And in that way, you're coming from experience and not judgment. Another tip, another approach that I recommend is that you talk to your future self. Pretend you are the person that you wish you were when you were younger. Talk to your past self. You know that person that you wish you would have had when you were learning this specific item? Be that person. Talk to that old self. The fourth tip on how to appear more confident on camera is to practice. That's it. Practice, practice, practice. Before I got onto YouTube and started making YouTube channels for my hometown, I practiced for many, many years on TikTok. I practiced on Instagram. I practiced on Reels. I practiced on stories. And that's exactly what you need to do. You're only going to get better with practice. You're not going to become good instantly. Public speaking and talking on camera is actually a skill that can be learned, and it's also a skill that can improve with time and practice. Another recommendation that I have, maybe do a video blog that is just you. Nobody else has to see this. Just do a video blog, practice talking on camera. And trust me, 5 years from now, when you have become that expert video person, you're going to go back and look at these videos and see all the growth that you've gone through since that time. For example, during a video blog, at the end of the day, talk about the 3 things that you learned. Talk about the 3 challenges that you faced. Talk about the takeaways that you had for the day and save them. Practice them. Continue practicing, continue posting. You guys, the only way you're going to get more confident in camera is through practice. My 5th tip on how to look more comfortable and more confident on camera is to understand your filming strategy. There are 2 approaches on how to film. The first approach is that you make one really long video with so many mistakes. Believe me guys, this video right now that you're looking at has a crap load of mistakes. So when you are giving your content, say your content for a couple minutes, take a break, go again, take another break, and if you need to repeat something so that it sounds correct, go for it. My best advice to you is that you edit your videos or find a professional to edit the videos for you. It is very time consuming. You have to trust the editing process. You have to trust that every mistake will be deleted and your video is going to come together and it's going to become the end result. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be done. You have to try different things until you find what's right for you. And it might take you months, it might take you years before you figure out what your style is. Are you funny? Are you full of energy? Are you very professional? Whatever your style is, it needs to be a reflection of who you are. It needs to be a reflection of what you're comfortable with, and it's going to show through in film. And my last tip about knowing your filming strategy, especially for the girls out there, look your best, feel your best. Get ready, get that energy going, have a beautiful day. One strategy that I use that has helped so much is that I have to tell everybody for one full day to leave me alone. I call my parents, I tell my sisters, I tell my brothers, I tell my children, I let my clients know, I let every single person know that this specific day is my day of filming. As a realtor, I had so many disruptions. Everybody called, I had clients, emergencies. Anything that can go wrong during filming did. So what I've learned is I actually pick either a Saturday or a Sunday and dedicate the entire day to filming, because guys, filming is very, very stressful. It is very energy consuming and you need to be focused when you go on camera. Please do not compare yourself to everybody else. Aspire to be like certain people, but do not compare yourself to certain people. I hope you enjoyed my 6 tips on how to become more confident on camera. If you haven't done so yet, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I do spend a lot of time and effort creating this content for you, so a like and subscribe would be very highly appreciated. Thank you, have a good one.